There we go. Alright. Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite, or Mike. I'm Michael Cole, here with Tony Schiavone and with Montel Vertadius Porter. And today on Dynamite, or Mike, we're going to see the TWF Tag Team winnings on stake. If we can seek where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are at, Michael Cole said, we'll have the match here today. And sorry for clearing my throat all the time, like I was doing. Well, you're right about that, Michael Cole. We're going to see the TWF Tag Team Fighters here today, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who won the TWF Tag Team winnings not too long ago, and won for the 20th time. And who are they going to be putting them on stake here today? Tony Schiavone says. Well, I could tell you right now, Montel Vertadius Porter says, this whole coughing shit really has to come to an end. But anyway, Montel Vertadius Porter says, Michael, Tony, I tell you right now, Kevin Owens don't look like much of a fighter or a wrestler since he's fallen down in the ring. But then again, that seems to be a bind that all wrestlers in the toy wrestling gathering have a bind in since between 93 YL. Montel Vertadius Porter says, alright, we're the TWF Tag Team Fighters, Kevin Owens says. Me and my good friend here, Sami Zayn. And even though we don't always look like that we haven't been putting the TWF Tag Team winnings on stake all the time, well, that's going to end here today. So here today, some lucky team, we don't know what team to be honest with you, is going to end up fighting us. You know, it's going to end up fighting us. Ow! Going to end up fighting us for the TWF, heavyweight winnings. So we wonder who that team's going to be. Kevin Owens says, well, to be earnest with you, I don't really know who's going to win or not. You know, there are a lot of many folks who Sami Zayn said could end up being the ones, to fight us for for the TWF, tag team winnings. And sorry for clearing our throat a lot in our films, but sadly, that cannot be helped. Sami Zayn says, and whatever team is going to take us up, and whatever team is going to take us up, who's going to fight us here today for the TWF, tag team winnings. And when we stop to think of it, there have been many great TWF tag team winnings of fighters over the years, Sami Zayn said. So we're going to have an open dare, and whoever wants to take us up on it, well, they can just come out. Well, it seems that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens has set an open dare for any tag team in the TWF to go for the TWF tag team winnings, Michael Cole says. And keep in mind, the TWF tag team winnings have gone back to between 98 YL with the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, formerly Razor Ramon and Diesel, Michael Cole said. Well, that's right, Tony Schiavone said. It was the Outsiders that first won the TWF tag team winnings when they first showed up in between 98 YL. Tony Schiavone says, yeah, that was true, Montel Vertadius Porter says. Everyone thinks of the first. They never forgive the last, though. And I wonder who's going to take Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens up on their dare. Well, It's Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles. Well, me and Squidward think it would be great if we would fight you, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, for the TWF Tag Team winnings. Now, I know that I already have a lot of gout since I run a fast food eating hall, but I would think that Squidward would make a great teammate, don't you think? Do I have to, Lord Krabs? I mean, come on. Do I look like a wrestler? Do I look like a fighter to you or Overstar? Well, Squidward, what you do look like is someone who doesn't want to be the one half of the TWF Tag Team winnings. Look, I'm going to tell you something, Kevin and Sammy. I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a fighter. I'm not an overstar, whatever you want to say. Yes, I'm a craftsman. I do drawing. I do sometimes play songs. But I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a fighter. So I don't know why he talked me into this. Well, if you team up with me, Squidward, and if you team up with me and you fight Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I'll give you a raise. Oh, you will? I've been working for you since 9 between 99 YL, and you never did that for me. Well, this time I'm going to do it. All right, Kevin Owens said, I don't know what's going on between you, Eugene Krabs, and Squidward Tentacles. I know you're all from the SpongeBob SquarePants show, which is still going on since 9 between 99 YL. And many folks say that it besmirks the Nickelodeon folk work. And many folks say that hey, Kevin Owens, look, Sami Zayn says, we get it. You're from SpongeBob SquarePants, which has been on Nickelodeon since 9 between 99 YL, good show. You know, and if you two want to take us up for our dare for the TWF Tag Team winnings, then by all means, you can do that. So all you gotta do is get a fight keeper in the ring. You know, and I think we know the one we want to get. Well, it looks like here, you know, that they got the Fight Lord always puts his hand up all the time. All right, this is for the TWF Tag Team winnings. First, they are the team from Bikini Bottom. I think there's a Trump or a borough or a township or a town or a stead. We don't know. Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles. And they are the TWF Tag Team Fighters. Both of them from the settled land. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Ding, ding. Well, it's true. Who's going to start out here? Eugene Krabs just fell down in the ring. Michael Cole says, I guess he's going to start it out here. He's got Squidward Tentacles in the ring. And as he said, Michael Cole said, Squidward said, he is no wrestler, he is no fighter, he is no overstar, Michael Cole says. Well, call them what you want to call them, Tony Schiavone said. Wrestlers, fighters, overstars, sports glees men, sports glee women. If you're not skilled if you're not skilled as a wrestler or a fighter, then it's not going to go well, and you shouldn't be in the wrestling ring or in the fighting ring, Tony Schiavone said. Montel Rotadius Porter says, somehow Squidward, who never wrestled or fought a day in his life, is somehow beating Sami Zayn. Montel Rotadius Porter said, I guess he was lying. No, when you're put into a bind, Michael Cole said, you'll do anything to get out of it, Michael Cole says. And this is a bind for Squidward Tentacles. That's right, Tony Schiavone said. Squidward Tentacles didn't really want to be here today. Eugene Krabs said he'd give him a raise if they won the match. I don't know if that's truly going to happen or not, Tony Schiavone says. Hey, Montel Rotadius Porter says, are you saying that Eugene Krabs is a bad businessman? That he lies to his hirelings, which he only has 2 of them? Well, so far it's doing very well, and Sami Zayn just body slammed Squidward Tentacles. And now, Squidward Tentacles just brings in Eugene Krabs now. And Eugene Krabs, who we all know he's never been a wrestler or a fighter, Michael Cole said of anyway. and that just brings in Kevin Owens now. Well, Tony Schiavone said, but one thing Eugene Krabs has going for himself is he's a businessman, and he thinks everyone can be bought if they have the right worth. You know, my quote about Tony Schiavone said, I don't know if he can buy off these folks. I don't think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can be bought off. I don't even think they can stand up in the ring anymore. Alright, look. I'm no wrestler, I'm no fighter, and neither is Squidward Tentacles here. But I'm thinking, if I give you a discount or whatever, if I cut back on my sales for my food, you can come eat at the Krusty Krab. All you got to do is lay down, and then the fight keeper here goes, match keeper goes 1, 2, 3, and then we're the new TWF Tag Team Fighters. You get to eat all you want. Well, first off, how can you say that when I went to McDonald's once, and I went to Burger King once, and I went to Wendy's once? Hell, I even went to Arby's once. I already had that. So I don't know by eating your things. Oh, a stunner. Kevin Owens just stunnered Eugene Krabs, Michael Cole says. It seems Tony Schiavone said he's not going to take Eugene Krabs up on his deal. Tony Schiavone said, no, it's not going to happen. Montel Rotadius Porter says, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners, and still the TWF Tag Team Fighters, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Well, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are still the TWF Tag Team Fighters here in the Toy Wrestling Gathering by beating Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles here today. You know, here today on Dynamite, or Mike, Michael Cole says. Well, that's right, Tony Schiavone said. Only in a Toy Wrestling Gathering can you see folks that, only see folks that you would never see as wrestlers or fighters or overstars, you know, wrestle and fight here. And yes, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have won the TWF, have kept the TWF Tag Team winnings, Tony Schiavone says, for another day. They're really two-time TWF Tag Team Fighters, you know, since they had lost them once to Mankind and Kalisto, and then they won them back. You know. Tony Schiavone says. I can tell you one thing, Montel Rotadius Porter says. I don't really know. I feel bad for Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles since they both did. One of them wanted to be the TWF Tag Team Fighters, and Kevin Owens always letting his anger get the greater of him. He wouldn't take Eugene Krabs up on his deal, Montel Rotadius Porter says. What, to get a half worth on his food? Or you could go to what? So you could go to either McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or Arby's and get the same kind of a deal, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Tony Schiavone said you could go to any one of those fast food eating halls and get the same kind of deal that you could get from, I don't know, from the Krusty Krab, or Krusty Burgers, or God forbid the Chunk Bucket, but I wouldn't go there either, Tony Schiavone says. Well, to tell you the truth, Michael Cole says, we'll never know. And is Eugene Krabs going to uphold his deal to Squidward Tentacles that he made, Michael Cole says? I don't know, Tony Schiavone said. I think he made a deal if they wanted to uphold the deal. Since they lost, I don't think he will. Well, Montel Rotadius Porter says, knowing Eugene Krabs, he didn't get to where he was today by making bad business deals. So I guess he'd uphold it. All right. All right. This is my. All right. All right. Michael Cole, Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles here today on Dynamite or Mike. First off, your night wasn't your night. Oh no, Jim Ross, tonight was not my night or my day. Oh, or morning still. Anyway, I thought me and Squidward Tentacles would be the TWF Tag Team Fighters, Jim Ross, and it doesn't look like it happened. But you're going to keep up your deal and get Squidward Tentacles a raise, even though you did not win. Well, I didn't get to where I was today by being a bad businessman, so yeah, I will give him a raise. But I wish I was we wish we were the TWF Tag Team Fighters, Jim Ross. And Squidward Tentacles, how do you feel? Like I said, Jim Ross, I'm not a wrestler. I'm not a fighter. I don't know why Eugene Krabs talked me into it, but he did. It wasn't so good. I had to fight for my life. Well, and I don't know why he thought me and him make such a great tag team. But you know him, he always likes to come up with dumb things, and he gets SpongeBobbing me into them. Well, anyway, I don't really think you have to worry anymore about wrestling and fighting for some time. But you did very well for someone who never wrestled and never fought before. Well, yeah, Jim Ross, I am a Gleesman. I could tell you that right now. But, you know, Eugene Krabs, the next time he wants to talk me into some kind of dumb thing, I just gotta learn to say no. Well, that's my talk with Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles. Back to you, Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Eugene Krabs and Squidward Tentacles here today on Dynamite or Mike. And that's all the time we got here for Dynamite or Mike. I, Michael Cole, Tony Schiavone, Montel Rotadius Porter, we hope you like Dynamite or Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact on Access TV or Smash and Inside Farseer. Goodbye.